Eric, if you had to work on a video game franchise that is still going on today, what will that franchise be and what would you do? I will probably work on Fire Emblem, and I will probably tell them to cut the waifu crap from the game. I will make a Fire Emblem game with no life simulation, no Persona crap. I love Persona, don't take me wrong. But yeah, I will get rid of all of that, I will... fan service is fine, as long as it isn't Neptunia level of stupid, Fates. Fire Emblem Fates was like that, and I was cringing the whole time, man. I was like, what the... This is not Fire Emblem, man. So I will do that. I will go back to the original formulas, back in the good old days on the Game Boy Advance, the GameCube, I will make a Fire Emblem like that. That's what I will do. And I'm not saying Fire Emblem is bad nowadays. I get the feeling sometimes people think I'm a bit of a hipster when it comes to some video game franchises. And I know I can come off as that, because I criticize the newer games. But let's face it, Fire Emblem, it's not like Resident Evil, not like what I was saying about Street Fighter or the other day or Resident Evil, but I don't want to say it went to a different direction, Fire Emblem, but it kind of did. We were still getting grid-based tactical combat, and luring enemies, and yeah. The combat in Fire Emblem has evolved just fine. I have no problem with that. It is the storytelling that went completely fucked up. I mean, take Awakening for example. I love Awakening. But if there's one thing that I hated in Awakening is the kid system. Characters were getting married, having kids, and then you go to another dimension where there are grown-up versions of your kids that you can recruit into your party. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I mean, that's not Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem has no science fiction bullshit in it. I love science fiction as much as you do, but no. And then, there's just a lot of doofus in the conversations between the characters, the comedy has a different type of humor. I mean, if you watched any conversations between characters from the older Fire Emblem games, let's say Shadow Dragon and below that, Radiant Dawn on the Wii and below that, the humor is kind of different. In Awakening, there were a lot of conversations between characters that were like, is this supposed to be funny? I mean, it's just a different kind of humor. So what happened is that I think Nintendo and Intelligent Systems they probably thought, okay, so we kind of need to modernize this franchise. We kind of want for the new nowadays modern 14-year-old kids who are now in 2022, probably 20-something. We want to appeal to them. And this new generation, like something different. A different type of humor, they seem to be more on the nonsensical fan service side of things, and it's just a dumber humor in my opinion, but it's always the same with each generation, Probably the guys who play the original Fire Emblem games in the early 90s, who are now in their 50s, they look at people like me and say, oh man, your favorite is Path of Radiance, The Blazing Sword. I hated those games because the humor was trash, it was dumb, I don't know, the characters were like unlikable, this and that. So yeah, every generation always shits on the next generation. And I think that's what happened with Fire Emblem, with the humor, the character, the writing, the narrative, it got modernized. And it went into a direction that I just didn't like because it's more oriented towards the newer generations. That's it. But I still love Fire Emblem. I loved Three Houses. Amazing game. And I can't wait for the new one, which is apparently going to be released next year. There's only rumors though. Nothing has been confirmed. No trailers, no nothing whatsoever. No announcement from Nintendo or Intelligent Systems. But I think we can expect a new one next year.